My name is Morton Clinta. I am the founder and owner of the Fat Plant Society.
So the process for creating a moss wall or a moss frame is exactly that of working with other art materials. The multitude of texture and color of moss is endless, and it never ceased to excite me to create a new wall or a new frame because I get to create something completely new each time I set out to do my work.
Previous to moving from Kansas City, I had one of those moments where I had to make a decision what direction I wanted to take my life. There was three things in my life that I care about, and that's plants, and it's food, and it's music. You know, you make one of those three choices and you go pursue it. And obviously I chose plants, and I jumped in my car, drove out to Family Tree Nursery here in Kansas City and applied for a job. It was my so-called apprenticeship. And for the next 2.5 years, I kind of worked with the best in the industry and soaked up all the information that I could. But last year, we took a trip to visit with nurseries to look at plants and get inspiration. We came across a store called Plant Solution, which is owned by one of the pioneers of moss. And it piqued my interest where I was starting to think about using moss. So I started getting a little moss in and started experimenting using smaller frames. And somewhat by luck, I came in contact with Chef Clark from Hogshead Kansas City, who in a casual conversation about succulents asked me if I could build a moss wall. And I said, absolutely I can.
So we source our moss from a wonderful French immigrant named Sheil, who works directly with harvesters in North Carolina and Kentucky who harvest the moss. And then Sheil then utilizes a special secret process to preserve the moss. The secret is as closely guarded as the formula for Coca-Cola, but what I can tell you is that it involves paraffin. The first step in the process is for me to clean the moss and get it ready to work with, and I get to open up a box of the forest each time. I then need to decide which aspects of the biomimicry I want to retain. And when I talk about biomimicry, it sounds fancy, but it is the design or the production of materials, structures, and systems that are modeled on biological entities and processes that we all already find in nature. The moss comes with pine cones, acorns, leaves, pine needles. Utilizing moss as a calming and meditative influence has been going on for centuries in Asia and in Europe, and we want to bring that here to Kansas City. The benefits of moss extends far beyond its beauty. Moss, even preserved moss, absorbs sound and air pollution, which has been a key benefit for our clients. From restaurants to hotel lobbies, moss will insulate the room and provide not only better acoustics, but cleaner air as well. Companies that add natural features to their workplace save more than $3,000 per employee per year thanks to the air cleaning quality and zero maintenance of real moss. And even preserved moss uses CO2 and circulate the air in the room, removing volatile organic compounds from the air. Moss walls, therefore, improve air quality through photosynthesizing, absorbing CO2. At the Fat Plant Society, we design each wall and frame to spec, so each creation is true, one-of-a-kind plant art. Plus, they are an affordable, maintenance-free way to bring outdoor beauty and calm into our indoor spaces, creating an atmosphere that connects us to nature, helps us thrive, collaborate, and be more creative along the way. Please visit us at thefatplantsociety.com for more information.